Hi, my name's Jazzie Murphy. I'm the Interim Director in the Academic Advising Center at Sacramento State. And I want to give you a little bit of advice about being a transfer student and my experience as a transfer student. When I graduated from high school, definitely wasn't the best student, didn't attend a lot of classes, got suspended a lot, kind of had a rocky road. But I found myself at community college refocused on my education and what I wanted to do. I ran into a counselor who told me, Jazzie, a few more classes and you'll be able to transfer to Sacramento State. And so that's what I did. And when I got to Sac State, I sat at new student orientation and listened to the orientation leaders and the staff say, get involved, join the club, make a friend. And to me, I didn't know that they were really speaking to me. I transferred at probably 24 years old. I was a single parent. And when I looked around the room and when I thought about what the traditional college student was, I didn't see them as myself. And so I felt kind of isolated for a bit when I got to Sac State and wondered, well, how can I connect? I don't have time to join a club. I don't have time really to make any friends. I'm on the fast track to graduation. I need to know what classes to take so that I can complete my degree. But I'm here to tell you the value in getting involved and getting connected is long range. Here's a couple of ways that you can do that. So one of the things that I did is when I sat at orientation, I thought, that looks like a fun job, like they're working with a lot of students, interacting with the university staff. And so I became an orientation leader. I applied for that position, and what it did for me, not only did it pay me, because that was the primary focus because I was a single parent, but it exposed me to professional staff, faculty, taught me a lot about the university that I was attending that I didn't even know about. I was promoting clubs and organizations and hearing about all the wonderful things that were happening on my campus in the city that I was from that I had no idea even existed. So from that, it really exposed me to academic advising for the first time and working with students. And I thought, that's pretty awesome. Like, people are getting paid to work with students. I want to know more about that. So from that job, I worked in the financial aid office. And then from that job, during my senior year, I was an admissions counselor. And the more and more that I got to know about the field of student affairs, the more I fell in love with it. So it actually exposed me to my career. When I was in high school and at my community college, I didn't even know what student affairs was or higher education, let alone. But getting involved as a student at Sac State taught me a lot about that. But it doesn't have to be a student job. When you're sitting in your classes, start to interact with the people sitting next to you. These are people that are interested in the same major and the same career field as you. They may have the opportunity to connect you to an internship or link you with a faculty member that you'll be able to do a research project with that'll springboard you into a doctorate program or a graduate program. That'll connect you to scholarship opportunities. You never know. The people sitting in your class right next to you are a huge resource. We all have different backgrounds and different experiences, and until you take the time to really chat with them, you may never know that there's a gold mine sitting right next to you. Your faculty, reach out to them. I can speak for Sac State. Many of our faculty attended Sac State, so they know the campus, they know the area, they know the region, they have partners in the community. These are people that you'll be able to connect with, like I said, for jobs and internships and research opportunities. If you just sit down and talk with your professors, you'll be surprised on what they really know, not only about your major, but again, about the campus and the field that you're trying to go into. So utilize those things that are all around you. You never know, you may meet your best friend who becomes your best man or your bridesmaid. These are really the best years of your life, and although we have a different background and transition to the university, we're still a first-time college student at this university, so don't be afraid to get involved and get engaged. It doesn't have to be a club. It can be something through your major that you're interested in. There are, like I said, at Sac State, over 300 clubs and organizations, so depending on what you're interested in, most likely there's going to be something that meets your needs. And while we do have family and work and other things going on, make that time and utilize the time that you have on this campus. This is your college experience, and it really comes down to what you decide to make it. So use those around you.